The White House is a lovely place to live. Its kitchen crew prepares delicious meals for you. You're given a $100,000 decorating budget and a large team of people who are available to meet your every requirement. The White House comes with some restrictions, though. You aren't allowed to open windows, change certain rooms, or go where you want without approval, or even own an iPhone without it having intense security settings that liken it to a child's phone. Despite all of this, leaving the White House can be upsetting. Presidents and their families receive 7 months of transition financing, 10 years of Secret Service protection, and 30 months of private staff for a salary not to exceed $150,000 when they return to normal life. They aren't technically cast out into the cold, but they do need to adjust quite a bit. Where do they go, though, is the crucial question. We'll check the prices and locations of these spaces. And why did the prior presidents pick that location for their homes? Barack Obama. From 2009 to 2017, Obama served as president and was extremely vocal about his vision of the future. Obama chose to stay in Washington, D.C. after his presidency instead of buying a home outright, even though he had the money to do so. And even though many people had expected him to return to Chicago to help his younger daughter, Sasha, finish her education. Michelle and Barack have made the choice to rent a mansion in the luxurious Kalorama area. The 8,200 square foot estate, which is worth $6.2 million, features 9 bedrooms and 8.5 bathrooms. That price does make a little sense given that Washington, D.C. is home to some of the most expensive properties in the entire globe. The interior of the house is minimalist and modern in style, despite the exterior's appealing old cottage appeal. White, gray, and black elements can be seen throughout the rest of the house, including the kitchen. There are cutting-edge gadgets, and there are no longer any cooks from the White House preparing meals. They probably receive some use. If you like, there is space in the kitchen designated for keeping books or beverages. If it were me, I would probably have expressed both ideas clearly. There are other sitting spots outside of the living room. The historical style of the window panels unites the interior and exterior of the property, while also displaying the modernist hues and clean lines present in the home's interior. The main living area has a large fireplace and is quiet and comfortable. Yes, whiter and grayer. The dining room's worn wood ceiling stands out against the room's original white walls and dark wood floor. There's also a chandelier that is sure to turn heads. The bathroom has perhaps the most ambitious choice of all. It's a bit hard to imagine the former president doing his business here, but I suppose I probably shouldn't be trying to imagine that anyway. There is a living area upstairs that is ideal for cuddling up and watching movies, as well as a room that can be utilized for morning exercises and reading. The master bedroom has old-fashioned windows and a modern sleek aesthetic. However, there is a somewhat noisy walk-in closet. There is a sizable courtyard and backyard where you may relax and enjoy the sunshine. George W. Bush. From 2001 through 2009, George W. Bush served as president and had some of the highest and debatably lowest approval ratings of any leader in history. Bush never concealed his love of the country, so it was only fitting that after serving in government, he returned to the Texas community of Prairie Chapel Ranch. During his presidency, his ranch home, which is located 25 miles west of Waco, was a mainstay. Vladimir Putin, Saudi Arabia's King Abdullah, Angela Merkel, Tony Blair, Spain's King Juan Carlos, Israeli Prime Minister Ariel Sharon, and several other important world leaders were among the visitors. Given that the ranch is situated on 1,600 acres, it's understandable why George retired there to recover and unwind after serving as president. There are 40 miles of cycling and horseback riding routes on the property. The property contains a 22-acre man-made pond that is over 17 feet deep and has 3 miles of river frontage. President Bush stocked the pond with fish. The pond is an excellent spot for exploring the skippy and wetter lines. The area also includes an enormous grove. The 4-bedroom, 4,000 square foot residence on the land was designed with floor-to-ceiling windows and doors that go outside in basically every room to provide easy access and vistas. Bush and his family can take advantage of the 10-foot-long porch tin roof even in inclement weather because it surrounds the house. Aside from the main house, there is also a guest house and a garage on the site. The complex also features a helicopter hangar, which is unusual for a ranch. Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton served as President of the United States from 1993 to 2001 with a little difficulty in between those years. He had been living in government-provided accommodation for 18 years when he left the Oval Office, so the move back to normal life was significant for him. Fortunately, he had some excellent digs in mind at 15 Old House Lane in Chapel, New York. The Clintons spotted a 5,232 square foot home for $1.7 million, albeit it's worth much more today. The 11-room colonial is situated on 1.1 acres and is encircled by a huge white fence with a modest gatehouse. A lovely front yard surrounds the classic New England-style home. There's also a detached red shed and a garage in the backyard. The Clintons are quite discreet about their home, so the last time the public saw it, it had a distinct 90s flavor. And while I had a terrific time in the 1990s, I can do without it in my house. The house boasts a great dining room and a quiet study with a large library. Things from his administration and journeys across the world, including items from Africa, Asia, and the Pacific Islands, are displayed in the residence. Of course, having money from 2 political careers means that one house is insufficient. Bill also bought a property in Washington, D.C.'s Embassy Row neighborhood in 2000. When Hillary campaigned for senator, she lived in a 5,500 square foot Georgian-style home on a tree-lined lot that was somewhat more than a third of an acre. Inside, there are 7 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, as well as many living spaces to select from. However, the outside of the house may be the most amazing feature. Following the purchase of the home, the backyard includes a huge pool and sun lounging area surrounded by flowers and trees, providing solitude and tranquility. The Clintons built a solarium so they could relax in the sun. The residence has curving entrances and vibrant hues, which stand in stark contrast to their mansion in New York. A formal dining room with striking walls and furniture, a family room with a large bookshelf, and a room for informal meetings are all available. So there you have it, past presidents' mansions. What do you think about which president lives the most luxurious life? Please let me know in the comments section below. If you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Oh, and remember to enable post notifications. I'm Ms. Luxurious, signing off for now. Don't forget to visit our YouTube channel, Luxzoid, to explore the many virtues of great comfort and extravagant living.